Good afternoon, humans and otherwise. Welcome to Plan with Fox, the planner channel that I'm running out of things to say here. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? You hanging in there? Are you washing your hands? Are you? Are you washing them for 20 seconds or the time it takes to sing happy birthday twice? Are you? I brought out the fancy gloves today because I should have been out in the desert right now. Yes, that's it. Right now I should be hiking somewhere in Joshua Tree, and I'm not. I'm here in Pittsburgh, scared to leave my house. Yeah. All right, this was last week's spread. I did fill in our food. I couldn't remember what we had Tuesday night and I forgot to fill it in that day. So I don't know what we ate that night. We did get pizza for husband's birthday, and then I was like, well, you can watch whatever movie you want to watch. And he wanted to watch Demolition Man, which is like this weird movie from the 90s with Sylvester Stallone and Sandra Bullock. And Wesley Snipes is the villain, and it was just weird. But I was like, it's your birthday, we can watch it. So that's where we left, and we are turning the page into a page that we don't use. And then another page that we don't use. And now finally, this week, Monday, April 27th through Sunday, May 3rd. Yes, it's going to be May this week. Much like Justin Timberlake warned us, it's gonna be May. It's weird, this month flew by, and it's very strange. The kit I'm using is this little coffee. It's called Coffee and Flowers. It is from Organized Potato, which is another printable planner kit that I love. I love all of the stuff that this shop puts out. I don't know if they're still putting stuff out or if this is just stuff that's on there, but it's super cute. So anyway, I would have been at Go Wild this week, so I was like, I'm gonna wear my glitter unicorn gloves for this. Oh yeah, my hands still are not coming out of hiding. Definitely not. It's been a time of hand washing, my friends. It's been a time of hand washing. It's just like this vicious cycle of like, you wash your hands and then you're like, touch something, and then you're like, did I wash this thing after I touched my hands or before I touched my hands? And then so you have to like wash the thing, like your phone or your keys or whatever, and then you wash your hands again, and then you're like on this never-ending path of washing your hands, and it's a bit much. Okay, I'm gonna use this washi tape for the top. This is coffee bean and coffee washi tape from Caffeine Queens. Hey ladies, I miss you. We should have been going wild, even though I know neither of you were going wild this year. Maybe next year when they reschedule it, we can all go. Okay, so anyway, Caffeine Queens. Check out their shop. Everything on it is adorable, especially if you like Hallmark movies. They have kits with all the Hallmark movies so you can like track that you're watching them. Speaking of not Hallmark movies, we started watching the Waco miniseries last night. Wow, those people are a mess. Woo! I don't know. No spoilers if you haven't lived through history or watched this show, but geez, scary. Everything's scary though, isn't it? Isn't everything scary right now? I think kind of it is. Yeah, it is. Look at that. That's so cute. I love it. So today I had to do a scary thing, talking about scary things. I had to run 3 errands today, which was like terrifying. Errands should not be so terrifying. Like, here's stuff that I did last week. Okay, last week I did go to Trader Joe's because we were, I don't know what the fuck. Is it the top washi that I put on crooked, or is it this cut crooked, or I can't do it. It looks crooked. That's my life. It looks crooked. Anyway, last week I finally went to Trader Joe's. I had been putting it off because I didn't know how it exactly would work, and I was worried about it. And we finally got to the point where we were out of we'd been out of Trader Joe's pizzas for a little while, but we were also now out of pot stickers, which is the other easy to make meal that we do. So I finally had to go, and it was really I was working myself up for nothing. It was so organized. They have you stand outside 6 feet apart, everybody wears their masks, and then they let people into the store, only so many at a time. And it was just really, I don't know. It was more crowded inside than I would have thought it was, because they don't have any, so Giant Eagle has now one-way signs on all the aisles. And so you can only go up each well, you're supposed to only go up each aisle one way. When I was there last time, there was some dude there who was not paying attention, and I was like, why are you ruining it for everybody? But anyway, for the most part, you go up the aisles one direction only, so that way, that kind of like controls the flow a little bit better. And so Trader Joe's does not have that, so that was a little bit more chaotic in that regard, but other than that, it was really like not bad, and I feel comfortable that, you know, in 2 weeks, whenever I have to go back, that I know what I'm doing and I know. Same thing with going to the gas station. Like, the gas station's been stressing me out. I finally had to go today and fill up the gas tank, but I was like worried about it, and then once I got there, it all worked out. So it's like once I do the anxious thing, then it's like, okay, now I'm doing better. It's the unknown, like the fear of the unknown and the fear of like, what if I mess this up when I get there? And that's what stresses me out. Okay, so which of these? I have like a ton of these. Look at these, 4. I have 12 of these. I don't need 12. What am I gonna use for the first one? This one. I don't really like those, so maybe I won't use those. I like to eat them in real life, like I don't really like them. Real talk. Okay, and this has, you know, I've been saying like I don't have anything to do with the sidebar. This has this like pre-built-in sidebar piece, and I wish every kit would have this. Look at that. That's so cute. I love it. I just like to like fill in stuff like that. I would love, you know, looking back at last week's kit, if there had been like something, even if it was just like this, how it's just like a band of color that you really don't like write on or anything. I would love something like that just to fill in the space and make it nice. So that's, I'm appreciating this, and I will fill some stuff out in there too. Okay, the only thing is I wanted to put some habit trackers over here, and there's not really room for that because this is here. Well, I don't really need this one that says next week, so I will cover up. I'll put in this here because that's not hurting anybody being down here at the bottom by itself. There we go. I can put 2 habit trackers in there, and then it's still, they all fit. Yay, I made everything fit. I made everything fit. Okay. Let me put in some more of these. Because I definitely want to put in for today. I've already been out and about doing a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I had to go to the garden shop today because I had to get, you know, I go back to work on Wednesday, so I have today and tomorrow to finish my like planting that I wanted to do this week. So I had to go to the garden shop. I had to pick up Alayla's dental chews from the vet's office, and I had to get gas. So I did those things today, and that was like a lot of effort. That was like, whew, okay, we survived it. We made it through. A little coffee cup. Maximize my space here. All right, and then Wednesday is when I go back to work, so I'm gonna put in there. How cute is this too? This kit has workout every day and food every day, which is the stuff that I've been putting in there, and that's fucking awesome. I love it. Okay, and then the other thing I was gonna try to track my hydration because, oh girl, can we talk about this? I don't even want to say this out loud. It's so embarrassing. I have gained 19 pounds since last September. 19 pounds. I was 166 pounds in September, and I am 185 pounds now. I have never been 185 pounds in my entire life, and I'm not running, so it's not even like, oh, it's just muscle. It's not. It's your girl eating a lot of food all day, every day. That's what it is. So I am actually in the process, I'm filming like a what I eat in a week. So I don't know if anybody else follows. I think I've talked about this. So I don't do Weight Watchers, but I like watching Weight Watcher people's videos. I don't know why, like the point system doesn't exactly make sense to me because I don't do it, so I don't quite understand how it all works. But it's very interesting to me, and they do a lot of the people who are on Weight Watchers and have a YouTube channel do what I eat in a day. And I find those videos to be very interesting. I don't know why. So I like watching those. So I figured maybe it would help me be more accountable and help me like stay on track better if I did something like that for myself. So rather than do what I eat in a day, I'm doing what I eat in a week. So I've been like taking a short video of everything that I'm eating, and then I'm like putting on the screen with it my like macros, like calories, protein, carbs, and fat, and see if maybe this will help me stay on track. Because I feel like, especially when I'm home, when I'm at work, I'm not really snacking at all anymore because I have to keep a mask on all day. The only time I can take my mask off is if I go sit in the closet and eat my lunch. So it's been helping me not snack at all. But when I'm home, it's like I go downstairs to refill my water and I'm like, oh man, there's a snack to be had, you know? And like, I know it's not good. It's not making me feel good. It's like making me feel good in that moment that I'm like, oh, I had a snack. But I thought maybe if I do that. So we'll see how this video turns out. I don't know if it's gonna be interesting or useful or whatever, but I'm trying it. I'm seeing if it helps me. And one of the other things, I'm trying to really make sure that I am getting my hydration in every day. So this will help me. I can track when I have my cups of water. I can write them in on here. That's the basic layout. Okay, cool. So then the other thing I'm gonna add in, I'm just gonna add these in right now, is every day I'm gonna add in my eating and my working out. Another thing I'm gonna fill in all my work shifts. So that's one thing that's not on here, but I have all of these that I can use. So I'm gonna put those in. Okay, so that's like the basic skeleton of my week there. And now it's time to start filling stuff in. So like I said, I went to the garden shop today and it was amazing. It was like the happiest I have been in this entire quarter. Maybe not the happiest, but I've had some happy moments. But it was just so nice to like walk through there, and everything is like super safe. It's all spaced out. They have enough space. You can move your carts. Everybody's wearing masks. Like, it wasn't crowded. Everything is like beautifully laid out, and just like walking through and picking out plants and vegetables that I'm gonna plant, and like, it was just so relaxing. It was so good for my mental health. Like, I was very surprised actually at how good because I was so worried about going there, because I was like, oh, is this really essential? Should I even be leaving the house to go do this? But like, they're open, they're promoting for people to come out and support them. They're a small business, and I'm planting vegetables that I'm going to eat, and eating is essential. So like, yes, it was fine to go there, and I wore a mask and I used hand sanitizer. I did all the fucking things, you know. But it's like your brain gets into this mode of like, anytime you have to leave the house for something other than work, it's like panic. Like, I have to leave the house for work, so like I'm used to that by now. That's not making me panic anymore. But anytime I leave the house, and going to get the grocery store every other week, like if I had to go to the grocery store tomorrow for some reason, say I urgently needed something, my anxiety about it would be so high. Whereas like every other Thursday, I know I get up and I go before it's like really crowded. I go for the healthcare hour. I know what I'm doing, I have my list, I have my plan, you know, and so like the mental hurdles that we are all jumping over to do daily life and the things that we need to do each day are like insane in this. You know, like you really take for granted those kinds of things. Like people were saying like, oh, I'm not gonna take traveling for granted anymore. Like, I don't think I ever did take traveling for granted. Like, I am so fortunate that I picked a job that allows me to travel all the time. Like, you know, I don't think that I took going out dancing for granted, because like I value how I feel after it and I look forward to it. And like, I don't think I was taking those large things for granted, but the ability to like go to the grocery store every day and get a baguette, or run to the store if I forget. Like, we made chicken a la king the other night and it was super good, but I forgot to get peas, and I'm like, well, we're just making it without peas because you can't just run to the store and grab something. And like, those kinds of things were the things that I took for granted. And now that I tried to do these things, it's this major anxiety moment. And anyway, not to derail from the fact that we're fucking planning here, let me fill this in and then we'll talk about it. So I can actually check some of these off because I didn't. I went to Brinkles, that's the garden center. I went and got gas for the car, picked up stuff, Layla's stuff at the vet, and I'm filming the plan with me, so I will check that off. And then after I'm done with this, I'm gonna go work in the garden and plant all this shit. So I got a bunch of different veggies, I got some herbs, and I did get some stuff for my wine barrel planters in the front. And I got a couple perennials for this other area of the yard that I need to work on. And that's one thing about this, I have been gardening so much because I'm like, well, I have these hours. I can go, and I've been doing like maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours at the most at a time, but it's been enough to like really make solid chunks. I think part of it's because we did such a thorough gardening last year, and it's really just cleaning that up. Whereas like last year it was like, what the fuck is this plant? Do we want to keep it? Do we not? And like I've kind of cleaned up, so it's just maintaining what we did last year, so it's going way faster, which is fortunate since I'm doing it by myself instead of having my parents help me, which is what I normally do. So I've been really enjoying it. And so I'm gonna go out and work some more today because it is beautiful outside, and I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So I moved like any of my not outdoor stuff to tomorrow. So I'm gonna fill that in, and I'll tell you about that in just a second here. Oh, also for dinner tonight, it's taco night. I'll fill that in. But I think for my fitness, because I'm gonna be working in the yard for like at least an hour, maybe 2 hours, I'm gonna just count that as my fitness because it's a rest day anyway. And I will get a bunch of steps walking around, and I will get a bunch of core work pulling shit out of the ground. So I think that's gonna just be my fitness today, unless we're filling up to a walk or something later and add that on. But for right now, that's what I'm gonna go with. But let me fill out what I'm doing tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow I have to order my photo prints. I've been editing photos to get ready for my first month of the Stories by the Month Allie Edwards project that I'm doing, which I'll talk about in a vlog, I'm sure. But it's like a scrapbook thing that you do, but each month has a different theme, and it walks you through like creative journaling with the scrapbooking. So I'm gonna order the first month's worth of photo prints to be sent to the printer, and I need to vacuum. Like I keep picking up the stuff that Layla shreds, and then she shreds more of it, and I'm like, that's it. I'm just gonna finally vacuum and fix that. Tomorrow I'm gonna go through my power sheets because May is starting at the end of the month. I still haven't finished putting the decorations away, and I really need to do that. And then I figured I would wash the bedding. I normally wash the bedding on the first of the month and not like the last couple days of the month, but I felt like it'd be nice to be like the night before I have to go back to work, have that done. And then work on our blog plan for the week and see what we can do. We've done a couple of things, and I need to plan out what days I'm gonna write those, but I don't know that yet. And for fitness, I'm not filling that in yet because it's possible that I'm gonna do a Zoom circuit class again. If not, we'll probably just do Richard Simmons. And then we're making creamy shells and beef for dinner tomorrow night because that'll make leftovers for work for lunches for the rest of the week. So that's a busy day tomorrow. I just keep like thinking like, I actually got like overwhelmed on Saturday because I was like, there's so much that I want to do and I can't pick which thing I want to do next. Like I have so many things that I can do at home, like creative projects and working in the yard and fitness things. Like every time I see somebody posting like that they're bored, I'm like, oh God, boredom, what is that? Like, and I like that. I like feeling like I have a lot of things that interest me and that I want to work on. But at the same time, sometimes it gets overwhelming. Like, oh my God, I want to do all these things. And that was what I was at over the weekend. So it helps to make a to-do list and it helps to write things down in here. So that's something that I've been working on, but you know. All right, on Wednesday, I need to edit my blog to post on, actually I used, oh, I have a sticker for that. I forgot I have a sticker for that. Yeah, I forgot I got these Erin Condren stickers printed. Edit blog. Boop, boop. There you go. Hey, anything else? Edit plan with me, I have that. Oh, I already wrote it in there. That's fine. I got edit plan. Look at how pretty that color is. It's like a wine. I like that. Okay, eventually I maybe start running again. I don't know. It was kind of sad, but kind of nice. We had a Zoom call with our runners last night, and several people said the same thing. Like, I just don't have the energy to run right now, or the emotional energy. And I'm like, okay, at least I'm not alone. It sucks. Like, I really miss running, but I'm glad I'm not the only one that's, you know, it makes me feel like I'm not weird. I mean, I know I'm weird, but I'm not weird for that. So Wednesday night dinner, we are doing Trader Joe's pizza, now that we have some, and salads. did I put down a fitness for this day? This is the day I was gonna try to run. I'm not writing it in there because this day could happen and I could be like, I don't feel like it. So, but theoretically, I would like to try to run. Let me write in my other work schedule here. This day we have our biannual controlled substance inventory, so you have to either do it after closing on the 30th or before opening on the 1st. It's every other year, April 30th, May 1st. So I can't start it until after we close, which is at 6, so I really don't know what to expect. The last time I did a controlled substance inventory was when I took over the store last August. You have to do that anytime there's a new pharmacy manager come in. And it took me like about an hour that time, but I had an intern helping me. Now, the trade-off is that this time my store is much more organized because I've been there for all these months. When I took it over and we did that in August, the store was like a hot-ass mess. It was hard to find things. So we'll see. I'm saying till 7 or 8. We get paid up to 3 hours, so I could be there until 9 o'clock and get paid for it. Hopefully it will not take me that long, but it will definitely take me longer than 6 o'clock. So that's put in there. And then my regular shifts on Friday and Saturday. And then Thursday night for dinner, we're doing Brinner because I was like, I just want something easy that doesn't require a lot of effort. And I don't know what I'm going to do about fitness. I'm not going to put anything in here. Ideally, I should probably get up and do my fitness before work that day, so that way if I get home like that late, it doesn't really matter, but I don't know. We might go for a walk. Friday, definitely, we're going to go for a walk because the weather's going to be nice. And then I put down for Friday, I just put takeout. I don't know what we're going to get takeout. I guess I won't fill it in, and then I'll fill it in later. Same thing with Sunday. Sunday is going to be either Allegheny Wine Mixer, which has been like the highlight of my week. Every week I love getting their takeout on Sunday nights, or something else. So I'm not going to fill in the food there. Saturday we're going to make stuff on the grill though, so I can fill that in. Like I said, we got all those meats, all those steaks and stuff, and so we made filet this weekend on Saturday, and it was so good. We did have our Prohibition cocktail night, which is a blast, and it was hilarious because husband got hammered. And some reason I cannot get hammered anymore, so I was like fine. And so because he was drunk, I was able to take advantage of the situation and force him to watch multiple hours of Unsolved Mysteries with me. That's my life. That's my life. Whatever, Unsolved Mysteries is on, well, I call it Netflix. I call everything Netflix, and I found out like a little while ago that not everything is Netflix. Some things are Amazon Prime, but they all like come out the same way, you know? So I can't really tell you if it's on Prime or if it's on Netflix, but I know that it's on a thing that we watch on the TV that comes through the stick. What kind of stick? I don't know. I know we had 2 kinds of sticks, and now we only have 1 kind of stick, and it plays movies. And that's what we're watching. We are also watching Waco through that, so whatever those things are on, you can watch all the old Unsolved Mysteries. Yeah. Layla gets her new DAP collar on the 1st always, so that'll be Friday night, which is adorable because then she smells like French fries and she just is like extra snuggly the day that we put the new DAP on. DAP is dog appeasing pheromone, and it's like a pheromone collar that the dog wears that helps them like calm down. It's supposed to mimic like when they were a baby with their mommy dog, and it makes them feel calmer. So since she has so many anxiety issues, we give her one of those every month, and it makes her smell like French fries. And then she gets like, "Hi, I love you, can we snuggle?" And it's adorable, and I love it. So yeah. All right. I don't think I'm gonna fill anything else in really for these days because I don't really know what to expect. I'm gonna slap a box on Sunday. That's my day off, so I'm sure I'm gonna do some things. I think I have a weekend sticker. I do have a weekend sticker. I'm gonna stick that on the beginning right here because today and tomorrow are my days off. I don't know if I mentioned that. It's Monday. It's Monday that I'm filming this. Yeah. There we go. I have some other little like dudes to put on here. Okay, so things I want to track. I wanted to track, that's right, this week, important, water your plants. It's gonna rain tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about it. Goals, really I want to work on updating our blog list. So I've been putting out about 2 posts a week, and I need to see what else we can do from quarantine and what other things that we've already done that I need to write up. We haven't like sat down, we've talked about it, but we haven't sat down and written it out. So I'm gonna use this little thing that says, this one here, it says water. Isn't that cute? And I'm gardening today, and I'm gonna use my little fox and cactus sticker there. There we go. Oh, I just covered up my checkbox for that, but whatever, don't care. Okay, so water plants, and then the things I wanted to track, I want to get back to my, whoa. I haven't been doing my nighttime journaling, and I was really liking that, and I just haven't been making time for it. So I'm gonna put on here, this is gonna be for morning routine, which I didn't do today. I get a pass because I had to go to the store. And then nighttime journaling. I'm gonna cross off morning routine for today, because I did like do what I would have done first thing after I got home from the store, but I wanted to go to the store first thing. So I will still count that. Okay, to buy, I am writing here, plants, photos, next week, things open, question mark. So May 8th is like our things will begin to open in Pennsylvania date. And right now, unless we fuck it up, we're looking pretty good in southwestern PA. So they like divided us up into regions. There are 11 counties in our region, and there's only one right now that is not meeting like criteria that means that they will start to open some things. So that's good. So unless things get out of hand, hopefully they won't. All right, also, oh yeah, we're having tacos tonight. So I'm gonna put Flora with her tacos right here. This is for tomorrow. Creamy shells and beef. This is for tonight, tacos. We have this one, it's our one car payment. We have to do it with a mail-in thing and we always forget. So I'm putting the dude on here. We always forget, and then we're like, did you mail the car payment? Because we can't do it online. For some reason, the bank that we have our loan through for that car will not let us do it because we don't have an account there. So, here we go. So I'm putting a fucking reminder in here. Car bill. Yeah. Okay. Look at all these. I was just like going hog with all these little. Today I'm doing laundry. No, I put laundry on today or tomorrow. It's today. I'm gonna put it right there. Go. Vacuuming tomorrow. There's that little one. Update log list is this little dude there. Okay. And then I can put my little work situations in here. Y'all, it bums me out that I'm not on vacation right now. I know I'd be like coming back tomorrow, but still, it just makes me sad. Just makes me sad. Okay, and I don't think there's anything else that I'll need on here. I think I got everything entered on here. So I think this is a good stopping place. Wow, that looks cute. Look at that. I love this bar. I wish every single kit had this bar with it. Yeah, that's nice. And then I'll fill this shit in when I figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, okay. I had to get a couple cuss words in. I didn't want y'all to think that there was something wrong with me if I didn't cuss. So anyway, I hope everybody is hanging in there, and I hope you're making the most of the time that you have. And if you're not, that's totally cool too. You know, we have these days where like you get a lot done and you feel very productive and you're like, yeah, I have all this time. And then you have these days where you're like, I have all this time and it's paralyzing me, or everything is making me anxious and I can't stop reading the news and getting angry. And that's okay. Whatever you are feeling right now is what you're feeling right now, and keep feeling it, okay? And I love you all, and wash your hands for at least 20 seconds or the time it takes to sing happy birthday twice. Wear a mask if you go out. Be kind. Don't be a dick. Be excellent to each other. Subscribe to my channel, and I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.